Hello lovely human beings, it's Loretta with Sparrowhawker Designs. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to show you a couple of journals, and then I should be back on in a couple of days with the next house in my slow stitching house kit, or not kit, project. Anyway, so I had a craft fair this past weekend that was everything. The craft fair was for sci-fi, fantasy, and geeky stuff, and horror stuff. So I made a bunch of journals. All of my dragon journals sold. All of my Earth Witch journals sold. Most of my steampunk sold. And most of the vampire journals sold, except for these two. So I am going to put these up in my Etsy store, and if anybody wants them, you may purchase them. I will keep them in my store either until they sell or until the next craft fair, and then I will take them down and take them to that craft fair. So this is your chance. You have like a month. These are made out of file folders. These are sort of my smaller size journals. Just got some sari silk here on the outside. Transylvania, have this really cool looking image and a bunch of layering of paper, and then a poem here by Lord Byron about vampires. I mean, who knew that Lord Byron wrote a poem about vampires? It probably isn't. It probably came from a bigger a bigger poem, and we just have that part of it. Anyway, this is the back. This is a really cool vampire image that I printed onto old book paper. Yeah. Anyway, inside here we have a map of Transylvania and a pocket. And then this really cool image here. These always have plenty of writing space in them. So this, I sort of thought of this as sort of like a vampire hunter's journal. So it says agent on it. So I thought, well, maybe this is one of the agents who is out hunting for vampires. Isn't she cool? I actually bought this in a digital kit, and I cleaned it up. It was not in she had weird jagged things on her face, so I just uploaded it in my software and just totally cleaned it up. Yeah, anyway, here's a little tag, and this is also a tuck spot here too. Here's a little pocket, and here's some teeth. I just love these. These turned out so good. I had so many people comment on these journals at the craft fair that these were like the coolest things they'd ever seen. So, which, you know, makes you feel good. There are lots of different digital kits in here. There's lots of vintage, I guess, ephemera, and some coffee dyed paper, and also just paper. I love that. Oh, that's pretty cool. It really is impossible for me to put all the names of all the digi-kits that I used, because like this is from a kit, this is from a different kit, and I bought them like 5 years ago. So, you know, and I love this because it's just this hint of stuff on the paper, so you can still write on it, and, you know, but it's not just a plain piece of paper. So I love that. These are from 2 different kits as well. So, like I said, it's hard for me to list them all. For one thing, I don't remember what they all are. Wolf Hunter's Guide. So the craft fair, like, it went really well, obviously, because I sold almost everything I took. This is some vintage music paper, and then here's a rusty paper clip that pulls out into Nosferatu. So much fun. I really want to do one of these vampire themed journals in like the bigger format that I do, because I would really like to just go all in on it. So here's a pocket here. Whoops. And then here, here's a little envelope that I made. I love this guy. So I hope everybody is doing well. We have had a scorcher of a summer with lots and lots and lots of storms. It's like we have not had rain that was not accompanied by high winds and lightning and thunder. It's been crazy. Crazy, crazy. So these craft fairs are a ton of work, I tell you, and they, you know, when you actually have like another job like I do, it's kind of hard to keep up with all of it. I love this picture. And what I love about it is that you can interpret it into anything you want, you know. Some more vintage sheet music. I think it's a crow, yeah. So this has actually got some werewolf stuff in it too, but that's okay. I figure in this world, if there's vampires, there's going to be werewolves as well, right? I had a bat fly at my head the other day. he just was flying across my backyard, and when he realized I was a person and not a tree, he freaked out and went the other way, which I'm thankful for. I would not like to have a run-in with a bat, not a real one. Love her. Oh my gosh, I just love her. So I put some matte medium on her, and it kind of gave this really cool texture, like it's a oil painting, which I just thought was just awesome. Tag it there. And you know, vampires have to have, what do they call it, a familiar? Well, this person's is a bat, I guess. And then in this pocket, this really cool coloring sheet of a lady vampire. There we go. I mean, this was really cool craft fair. There were so many neat things there, and it was kind of neat to get the chance to kind of make journals that I don't normally make. I usually make just kind of vintage ladies and garden and you know, that kind of thing. So this was I mean, this was really fun actually to get to make something outside of my normal. This is the second one. Here's our agent for this one. He's kind of cool, isn't he? I love that whole like dark academia looking kind of stuff. I will put in the description box, I will put the digital kits that I can remember. I will put those in there. There's Nosferatu in this one. If you have any questions about a specific image, I let me know in the comments below, and I will try to look it up and see what it was. So like the Nosferatu, I just got this off of Pinterest. So, and I just printed it on really cool kind of rice paper. So not everything, like this is off of Pinterest. Stamp says something wicked this way comes. Some vintage sheet music. Did some kind of fancy punching here. But I love the whole aesthetic of like Victorian vampires. I think that's, like, if I'm going to do vampires, it's definitely going to be vintage and sort of Victorian. I would never do like modern day because I find modern day stuff boring. But that's just me. You are allowed to like what you like. Just a ton of fun. For me, every time I do a journal that's different, like that I've never done a vampire journal. I've done a dark fantasy journal, but never a vampire journal. Just like with the dragon ones that I did that sold. It's just kind of fun to go down the rabbit hole hunting images and stuff that you can use in it, you know. Anyway, all right, everybody, I will see you. Well, I won't see you, but you'll see me in a couple of days for an update on my slow stitch house project. But I just wanted to come on here and give these a chance to sell before the next craft fair. So, whoops. That might be Queen Victoria. Some of these are so cool, the way they do that. This also, I think I just got off of Pinterest. It's possibly Graphics Fairy. This is Graphics Fairy. These, whatever those are, those little pocket things. This is Medieval Mirage. I do not remember what this is. And there she is again, because I loved her so much. I'm like, no, I got to put her in both journals, because I just loved her. And yeah, again, it looks like it's the finish on it makes her look like it's an oil painting, which I love. Well, I mean, it is probably originally an oil painting, but you know what I mean. It looks like this is the actual painting. And another envelope with that guy, because I just thought he was funny. Although I think that might be a different image of him, though. So, and then this. It's really cool. This is Medieval Mirage here. This is just book paper. And then also in here is the same coloring page. So there you go. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. I think I already said that, but it never hurts to say it more than once. And I will be on again in a couple of days. So I will leave a link to my Etsy store down below. I think there's some other stuff in the Etsy store that I did not take to the craft fair. I think it might still be up there as well. It's been such a crazy month. I don't even know what's in my own Etsy store. So I think there might even be some slow stitch kits left. I don't know. Go check. So anyway, thank you everybody, and I will talk to you later. Bye.